Coming at you full-fledged. It's your boy Rage Man Reg with another video for y'all, man. Welcome, YouTube. I damn near had to take a full 48 hours to reflect on this. On Wednesday night, the New York Knicks defeated the Boston Celtics in a 108-105 road win. This means the Knicks have full home court advantage. Even if they split the series at Madison Square Garden, they'll have a 3-1 lead in the series. While that's not easy, history has shown several times it can be done. Either a 3-1 comeback or an 0-2 comeback. I think the last time we seen an 0-2 comeback in the playoffs, I think, was the NBA Finals in 2021. Maybe I'm wrong about that. That's the loudest one I remember. But coming into this season, I had and still have the Celtics making it out of the East. But the Knickerbockers just stayed in it. They just stayed in it, making history as the first postseason team in history to come back from consecutive 20-point deficits. Before we get into what this means, let's get into how exactly it happened. The 2-0 lead in game one. First, there was no Kristaps Porzingis. Essentially, he only played 12 minutes. Of course, Boston, as a collective, were the brigade of bricks as they shot 25% from the three-point line, 15 for 60. Dynamic duo Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum did not show up as they combined shot 14 of 43 just for 46 total points. You add to the fact that a player like Mikal Bridges went on a three-point run of his own late in the game, and leading scorers OG Anunoby and Jalen Brunson both shot at least 50% from the arc. That put them in a position to have the last steal that sealed the win. The issues persisted in game two as the C's surprisingly suffered the same fate. And for what it's worth, because these were comebacks, we already know, historic, they still could have won with Anunoby, Bridges, and Brunson shooting under 30% from the field. You gotta have a better offense. And we just didn't see that. What we saw was a showcase of stubborn coaching and play. Another 25% effort from range this game. It was 10 for 40. In addition to shooting a terrible 36.2% from the field as a team. Credit to the Knicks defense in the game. 25 points off 16 turnovers. A lot of that came from the 7 steals that were snatched by Anunoby and Bridges. And that right there is an example of what is so puzzling about these losses, Boston practically beating themselves. Like, this is very unchampionship like. Simply living and dying by something that's clearly not working. The championship team has a switch, bro. We see it with the Denver Nuggets, bro. Like in that game, not necessarily this OKC series, but the series against the Clippers in the first round. We saw that switch. You know what I'm saying? Like Jokic and Murray didn't even have. That will never go down as their best series statistically. But they hooped. Like they put out the layers. And this championship team and they doing it. Like I know KP barely played this game also, but even then, when he did, they was up. So the excuses running out. Hell, they down 0-2. There is no excuses. They in trouble. And this accountability also starts at the top. Joe Mazzulla, and more importantly, Brown and Tatum. You want to know the accumulated time the Celtics held the lead in this series so far compared to New York? 81 minutes and 4 seconds. The Celtics had the lead in these two games to 12 minutes and 5 seconds. Wow! And how does that happen? That right there, that's clutch play right there. That's clutch, gritty. Well, yeah, gritty play because again, they that's comeback. That's the comeback in the end of the game. All that span of having the lead. That's crazy. I share example. I shared the example from game 1. Some things from game 2. All of us assumed, except the more ardent Celtic detractors, that the two best players and Knicks fans, let me not forget, and Knicks fans, unquestionably thought the two best players were in Boston in this series. That's not the case. Again, this game, they shot a combined terribly. They shot a combined 13 of 42 for 33 points. The best two players in this series is Jaylen Brown and OG Anunoby, which leads us into the internet and sports media discourse. Fraud champions. Quote unquote validation of points. People had, even if sixth man of the year on a 60-win team, Peyton Pritchard has been relatively cool, averaging 11 points off 41.5% from the field this series. And Derek White is averaging 19.5 points, but off 42% from the field. Again, credit to the Knicks, bro. Like, credit to the Knicks for real, because I honestly, again, we knew when the trade happened, the Timberwolves Julius Randle trade. We knew what the Celtics was doing. We saw what they did this past playoffs. And we see what they're trying to do. This the best team to go at the Celtics, and they doing it. They really doing it. But it's like, ah, damn you, damn you. But I'm just, it's the fans. It's the, it's the fans, really. But I'm really happy for the Knicks for real because I ain't never in my lifetime seen the Knicks this successful. Like well, I give Melo his props, but nah, Jalen Brunson, he may be a better Knick than Melo. If he get them to the conference finals, bro, if he get them to the and he beat the champs, damn, he may be. And I mean, we got Willis Reed for sure. Then you got Patrick. Well, it's really interchangeable. Well, the top, the number one is Willis Reed, but the 2 and 3 is interchangeable. I personally have. I gotta go with Pat. 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 Pat at 2. Then I go with damn, you gotta think of Richard Geary. I forgot they stats, bro. But he up there, bro. He up there for real. Jalen Brunson, he going crazy. And there's a scoring small guard and left-handed, bro. Jalen Brunson going wow. But I still don't think he better than Tyrese Halliburton. But we got a video coming on that. We go in on that. But damn, that go with if the Knicks beat the Celtics, that'll be crazy because that'll solidify that it'll be a new champion this year. And that'll go into a seventh new champion in this decade. This is and that will tie. Wait, so in the 70s, in the 70, the Knicks, 71 the Bucks, 72 the Lakers, 73 the Knicks, 74 the Celtics, 75. Who won 75? The Warriors. 75 the Warriors. 76 the Celtics. 77 the Trailblazers. 78, I believe, the Bullets or the Wizards. And 79 the Supersonics. Damn, nah. Did I say it? Did I say something? I know I said something twice, but I count on my way. It's either 7 or 8. But this is gonna match the 70s as the most balanced year. But the 70s, this pure NBA. Now the 70s had the NBA ABA merger in the middle of the decade. But it was starting like that at the beginning. But at the same time, it was 2 teams that won. But at the same time, it was 2 teams that won multiple championships in that decade. The Knicks and the Celtics. And again, the Knicks that year, that's crazy. The Knicks in 73, they retired Wilt, bro. That damn super team. It was super team versus super team. It was Earl Monroe, Clyde Frazier, the computer, Jerry Lucas, Phil Jackson, Willis Reed. Damn, who else is on that team? Dick Barnett. Who else? That team was stacked, bro. And they beat the Lakers in 5 games, bro, in a gentleman's sweep. Crazy. They beat them in a gentleman's sweep. They took them 7 and 70. They beat them in 5 and retired Wilt in the finals. It was crazy. But the Celtics, and again, the Celtics on the other end, at 74, John Havlicek won the championship. Not as a role player on the Celtics, but as the main guy, bro. He won his 7th championship as the main guy. Then, in 76, he ended up winning again. What if John Havlicek played long enough to play with Larry Bird, man? That's the ultimate what if, bro. But Larry Bird did his own thing. He took them. He did a historic improvement. The Celtics was trash for like a year, and they ultimately knew they was getting Larry Bird. So, uh, yeah, man. Wow, Boston be bricking, man. This Boston team, I thought, bro, it's the perfect team to repeat, and I still have hope, but I'm not gonna go back on my word. Like, I still think the Celtics go win, bro, but it's gonna be hard as hell. But they got championship DNA. I don't know what the hell Missoula and them boys own, but they gotta figure it out. Shouts out to the Knicks though. Hey, shouts out to all ball, bro. Shouts out to all ball, bro. Shouts out to you, bro. Hey, the Knicks got it this year. But I will say this. I'm gonna leave it at this. All ball and all y'all are Knicks fans. So y'all know y'all go, y'all support y'all team. I love it. But I want y'all to know this. If y'all run into the Indiana Pacers in the conference finals, it's a wrap. It's a done deal. And game 3 of that is coming up very soon. So be in tune. They finna glide right there. If presumably Mobley, Hunter and Garland don't play. But tell me what y'all think. I'm going a bit long here. Can the Celtics come back? Is it a wrap? Are the Knicks really going for it? They really making a deep playoff run, bro. And the Timberwolves might do the same thing on the other end. They glide into the conference finals. Curry, Bron, man, this is wild. The young guys are here. Let me know what y'all think. But first, hit the like button, comment in the middle, beginning, and end of the video. Share for us to see. Subscribe if you're new. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I drop. And I am out.